This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Well, that was sudden. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare here with another episode of Shadow Madness. In the last episode, Stinger and Windleaf finally summoned the gadgeteer town of Erie, which now they must go down to the middle of the world itself in Wyldern, and we got a subsection. Yay! It's a mini game where you basically try to destroy monsters. You press X to... Let me fight these monsters first if I can. So you press X to either go forward or triangle to go backwards. Use directional buttons up and down. This one uses inverted controls, so down is up is down. So this is a little... The weird thing about this mini game is that you really don't have to play it. You can just ignore it, and there's like no major reward for doing this. It's kind of just a... I don't know if I even say it's fun per se to do. But yeah, if you fail this, you can either choose to redo the mission or just like skip it, and you don't get any major reward from it. You don't, anything like that. It's kind of sad that's the case, but anyway, yeah, the game doesn't give you much time to look over the controls before you go, but it's pretty straightforward. Square is for this machine gun. The other one is for a stronger weapon. And we just defeat the fish every time. Yeah, they blow up in at least glorious fashion, at least, so. And then, yeah, if you press the L2 or an R2 button, you can switch between different types of weapons here. There's one of the weapons there. Yeah, I gotta be careful about the damage I take. I prefer the machine gun weapon. I mean, it's different. I'll give it that. But like I said, there's just... If you could complete this mini game and get like a nice reward from it, then I'd be like, oh, okay, well, at least there's something to it. But no. At least they put the effort into making the mini game. There we go. Got some health. Yeah, they'll just charge after you like some horror or something like that. Talk about Cthulhian horror, huh? I do like the little sound effects they give you for it, the random sub effects, but you can't get crushed, but you can die and have to redo the mission, but all these different ways to go. Ah. Actually, I probably could have... I wonder if I could avoid all of them. That one's causing me trouble. There we go. Jiminy Christmas. That took forever. Haha, the exit. We are done. And that's it for the minigame, yep. So, but like I said, if you die, it'll say, do you wish to continue? And then if you say yes, you have to do the minigame again. If you quit, you immediately just go to the next location. And that's it. Nothing happens, nothing changes. So, I don't like minigames so you can just quit it and not get... I don't mind that you can quit a minigame. I don't mind. But I wish if you actually did the minigame, you got some nice reward, like a skeleton key or something. You know, I don't think I ever need to do that again. Thanks, game, for saving me the trouble. I almost think the Gadgeteers were sending us to our deaths. There's something wrong about them. Like? Well, they're keeping dangerous secrets. Intuition or fact? Call it what you want. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, the sub is pretty well thrashed. No more joyrides for us, or anyone else for that matter. There is one small problem. You mean the fact that we're smack dab in the middle of our coast with no way to the surface? Yeah, that. I don't even want to think about it. Let's see if we can find someone to help us. This dock doesn't look like a natural phenomenon. The Magi were pretty cryptic about who or what was down here. Let's move slowly until we have our bearings. My thoughts exactly. Alright, anyway, we find ourselves in Wyldern. Okay. What a strange little house. Think we should check it out? Can't say we have any choice. We need to find help in some time. No time like the present. Yeah, who would live in a place like this? Yeah, let's find out. Oh, by the way, Wyldern takes place in the second disc. So the reason why I did the recordings the way I did in terms of playing just Harv all the way through and then playing Stinger is that I don't have to swap discs out every time I want to play Harv and all of them. So by sticking to this, I never have to worry about disc changing till a very specific point. So the omens were inauspicious. Nice to meet you too, mister. What omens? I knew last night that bad news was on the doorstep. The meatballs in my stew formed themselves into a smiley face. Had to throw the whole darn thing away. Who are you? Are you sure that's the right question to ask? Isn't there something else you need to know? You mean like, have you taken any of your medication today, old man? How many times do we have to tell you this story, old man? Oh, a funny guy. Good, I wasn't sure what they were going to throw at me next. Who's they? Oh, listen to you. You're obviously two of Lord Hokum's ghouls, no? No? I think you have us mixed up with the bad guys. Hokum, we first heard that name back at the Magic Academy. He's the one who got changed by that book and then escaped here into the world beneath Orkos. The Magi were right. Their worst suspicions have been confirmed. They suspected something was wrong down here. We found their former choir boy turned demon. You said down here? You mean to tell me that you're from above? Yeah. Less viscous lobsters alive. All this time I've been wondering what kind of fantastic animals lived up there in all that burning sunlight. Tired and hungry ones. And by the way, it's not that bad. No, I suppose not. I guess I won't have to slaughter you then. I've nailed a gaggle of Hokum's thugs right here in this room. The rest I felled outside. Mystic traps, you know. They never knew what hit them. Spare us the details, please. You never answered me earlier. Who are you? You can think of me as the caretaker of this place. I'm Topari by birth, but not by choice. The name's Diaglo. Nice to meet you, Diaglo. We've obviously had an accident. I assume that Belich had one too, otherwise you'd be sloshing around inside his guts. Ha! We barely made it. By Kier's beard that sub pulled us through in one piece. Sub. Gadgeteer stuff. Made to last for 1,000 leagues, or your money back. I'm gonna have to ask you to move that tub from the dock. Can't have you trashing the one place I go to commune with nature. But it's broken. The creature's damaged it beyond repair. No excuses. Just get rid of it. Come on, Windleaf. If he wants to deal with it, let him. We need to get going. Yeah. Alright, well, let's check this out. His little man's abode. Level 3 lockpicking skill. Have I not gained that level yet? Oh, I guess not. I realized I was under-leveled by this point. I haven't gained lockpicking level 3, so I'll have to come back for that later. A chupta, device often used in Wyldern as a means of dispensing herbal medicines and remedies. Wait, don't I have... Hold on. Oh, I could have swore I had a level 3 key. I guess not yet. Anyway. No, you don't want to talk anymore? Nope. Yeah, no, he won't allow us to talk to him. I don't know why. Well, at least we can get this treasure chest. We get some hexite. Well, hexite is Wyldern money, basically. So, yeah, it's a separate money account for this place. Anyway, we'll also get a wild root. So I'll have to come back later for the... As soon as I gain enough experience to get level 3 lockpicking, I can try to unlock that. Well, inside is a travel cloak and thieving gloves and an incognito helm, but I don't have the levels for level 3 yet, so... But you can eventually buy a lockpicking level 3 at some point, except it's pretty expensive, so I'm just going to try to do it manually whenever we get the chance. Hey, I'm not done yet. What? You're not listening. I'm trying to tell you, don't stand a chance against Hokum. This is no ordinary bad boy, you know. So we've heard. Hokum snaps his fingers and men dissolve into dust. Hokum hums a little tune and the earth swallows up his enemies. Hokum glares and men fall dead in their tracks. You're just full of jolly news. Listen to me, hero. Run, don't walk to the nearest Gadgeteer sub and make for home. You'll never regret it. Well, seeing as how the sub doesn't run anymore, I don't think yours is as much of an idea. We're here to explore and learn and fight. Well, it's an RPG, so you gotta do that, so. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. And if that is really your desire, then I can actually guide you right into the battle of your dreams. You see, Hokum's fiends are savaging the town of Paysham, not far from here. If you want to play a hero, then make for Paysham. What kind of fiends? The worst kind, dear. You just kill yourself, don't you? I amuse myself, that is sufficient. And if you really must know what you're up against, then know this. In the Org army stationed in Paysham, one of the strongest armies in the land, went down without so much as a peep. And to make matters worse, I've seen enough Twisto monstrosities and freaked out mutations wandering around to last me a lifetime. Those critters used to be Orgs, Benori, and other citizens of Wyldern. Now they flesh out the ranks of Hokum's army. That is, if they're still made of flesh. To top things off, Hokum's dark army is backed up by all of the nightmarish creatures he builds in that mountain fortress of his. Hokum sounds like a regular cream puff. Yeah, he'll make you laugh until you cry. When are we going to hear some good news for a change? You look pretty tired, honey. Why not crash inside on my floor? It's the least I can do for the first overworlders I've ever met. In the morning, you can make your way to Paysham. The army might be gone, but the folks there are proud and can fight with the best of them. You might find some other heroes to help you. Yeah, right. Thank you for your offer, Diago. It's most kind. Surprises me to be offering me, but yeah, it is kind. Other worlders, most peculiar. Alright, we can actually go inside and rest if you want to. But at the moment, we will not. Well, at least I don't think I need healing. No, I don't really need it, so. Alright, our next destination is Paysham. So yeah, we're in a whole new map and area. Actually, I should probably fight stuff, shouldn't I? So I can gain that level. Alright, the Wyldern Underground has Mace Fists, Dark Orgs, Blood Mites, Puckers, Troy Killers, Darling Archers. On the world map, here's our first enemy here. Actually, maybe I should use some magic since we can cast magic all the time. These are the archers. Let's go with draw Drake Strike. Yeah, it's better to do summon abilities. So let's see where are we. We'll do Kraken. Yeah, see, it's just better to do all out attacks. There we go. Alright, archer. Let's see. Let me go over the... Kind of funny how they're called Darling Archers. Okay, let me go over the enemies really quick before we continue on. Darling archers. The first ones we fight have 418 HP and 430 MP. No weird stats to them. All they do is just they keep attacking over and over and over again, so they can be a bit dangerous because they can just keep going and going and going. Dark orcs have 418 HP and 430 MP. No special abilities about them. I think we fought Blood Mites before. Blood Mites have 408 HP and 420 MP. Same as when we first fought them earlier. And then Puckers, which are, let me see, pull that up really quick. Puckers have 408 HP, 420 MP. They can cast High Blast and Boggle Ray. And then Tri-Killers. I have 420, or sorry, wrong one. They have 428 HP, 440 MP. They can cast Twin Blast low and Stone Ray. They have Earth Ward of 100%. That's why we didn't want our sword from before. And Earth Strike is their ability, so no Earth weapons against them. Org Ta Insignia, usually tattooed on inner thigh. See if we can find any more enemies. Actually, how far is my experience? Actually, let's heal ourselves first. And then let's look at my experience. I've almost gained a level. Mainly I need it for not Dark, Stinger. I don't know why I called him Dark. Alright, see what we got here. Do we got more Dark? No, we got the Dark Orcs. Yeah, I'll just do Kraken again. Yeah, pretty easy. Yeah, we're gonna start getting Hexite in here instead of gold. So no more money. That's why you usually want to give Harv and the other group more money, because like Stinger then won't use the other money for very long before they get Hexite instead. Well, didn't think I'd be seeing you two heroes again. But now that you're here, I must admit my heart is all flutter. Feel free to flop on my floor. Nothing's as refreshing as a good night's sleep. Sleep? Yep. And we are refreshed, and we can save, but we'll just continue on. There, isn't that better? Now go out and suck it to him. I probably should have voiced him as a hippie, but, you know, oh man, cool man. But I already stuck with my voice as is, so. I might do some grinding just to get Stinger that last level. Well, actually, let's see what other enemies we fight, and then I'll run away from everything else. I think we find everything we can at this point, so. Yeah, see, Kraken's better just because it costs a little bit less and it does about the same amount of damage. Yeah, whatever. I might have to do one more battle. Because I want to get lockpicking level 3 so I can actually do it. Well, like I said, battles don't take very long, so it's fine. Because I do want to get that. Even though I don't like doing lockpicking in this game. Yeah, if you got a place you can just spam, just heal for free, why not spam magic, you know? Alright, that's a nice chunk of experience there, so. Alright, Stinger gained a level. And now he's a swordsman, so now he has lockpick level 3, so now we can manually do it ourselves. So. Alright, let's see if we can try to do the lockpicking. This one's a little bit longer than the... Stop pounding me. Sleep if you want to. Otherwise, hit the road. Yep, sleep. We'll do that again just for Windleaf's sakes. Alright, let's see if I can do level 3 lockpicking. Yeah, this one we have multiple sequences this time, so that's the annoying thing about it. Yeah. You had to do 3 in this case. I really don't like doing I already failed. I really don't like doing the lockpicking because, like I said, it's 3. It doesn't start off as 1. It goes off from there. It starts off as 3 and then continues on. It's multiple sequences of 3. So I'll try it again, but I might just go buy a lockpick maybe. I really don't like doing these. Oh God. This is what I need to focus. All right, I'll try it one more time, and then I'm not gonna do it again on screen. Because, like I said, I really don't like doing the lockpicking game. I'll one more time, and then we'll skip it. This is why you almost want to pay the money for the lockpicks. Oh God. Whatever, man. Alright, I'll just go buy a lockpick or do it off screen, so let me run out. Fun. Alright, I'll see y'all in a second. Alright, we finally did it. So, it took me a few tries, but I just decided to write it down. I was trying to see if I could just do it from basic memory, but I'm too old. I can't do it anymore. Then we get the traveling cloak, thieving gloves, and incognito helm. So, the traveling cloak gives you 90 to your defense and resistance to poison and plus 10 to agility. Thieving gloves give you plus 85 to defense and level 5 lockpicking. And then incognito helm gives you 85 defense and resistance to confusion. So, alright, let's give the gloves to, obviously gives the gloves to, Stinger. And then we'll give the helm to, Windleaf. Oh yeah, I guess we have the battle gauntlet. I could give that to her now, so now that we've got that, so. I'm trying to think who I want to give the traveling cloak to. Might just give it to, we'll hold off on that. Yeah, I'll give the cloak to Singer. That makes the most sense. So, I was thinking about giving it to her just for the agility, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, it just seems it's just easier just to write it down. That's what I did to make it easier. Now think about doing level 4 and level 5s. Ugh. Anywho, let's continue on to next location. Interesting. Looks like the roars are a little bit different in this place. But I already gained the level, so I don't need to fight anymore if I don't need to. I mean, yeah, we could get a level for Windleaf, but I'm trying not to, you know, go a little overboard on the. As you can see there, the map, because of how dark it is, they made us a little bit of a red dot to notice where we're at. As you can see there. Yeah, the underground, a dangerous place. With spiders and everything, such creepy crawlies. Oops. The blackbird of despair, inverse of the bluebird of happiness. No happiness down here. Everything's dark and dim and grim. Just like real life. And there's Payson right over there. What the? Fine, I can fight them, so. Oh, there's the thing with the lips over there. That thing's creepy. But anyway. Wait a moment, something's not right. Windleaf, since when have things ever been right recently? I wonder if those days spent basking in the radiant glow of the Etherwell didn't singe your gourd. Shh, something is. Maybe it's that windbag Diaglo? Seemed like the kind of nut who'd stalk his mother if he were bored and had the chance. No, it isn't him. This feels different. You know, I can't believe we ever got suckered into coming here. I mean, we're two against an angry underworld. Who knows what's down here? I'm starting to get sick of being waylaid at every turn. Shh, Stinger, shh. They're behind the trees. Uh-oh. Oh, this is rich. We've uncovered the lost world of Butch Vixens. You'll be okay, but me, heck, she'll flay the skin off my body and dance on my... I have a message for your master. Only one of your hideous things will survive to take it to him. Our master? What are you talking about? Don't insult my intelligence. Your kind has enslaved the orcs. Your master forces us to dig in the mines like animals. You have any idea what she's ranting about, Windleaf? Do not anger me. I can make you bleed and you won't even know it. Now, just a minute. We aren't the ones who are harming your people. What did you call them? Hogs? Orgs. Orgs! No, wrong voice. You do not even know the names of the species you annihilate. Do we look like we could annihilate the species? Creature, you do not look like you could manage to boil water. What a vicious shrew. Did you hear that, Stinger? I'll have you know. Oh dear. We'll say she's with someone else here, too. Jabbering away like fools they are, caught like fish in a trap. Don't kill them. Master Hokum needs extra hands in the mines. Bind them! We'll take them back to the mines and stick them with the others. Lady, you can either fight with us or against us. Which side are you really on? I would never fight with Hokum's dark army. For now I must trust you. And never call me lady again. I am proud of my name. It is our final party member, Angelina the Org. I always wanted a female org companion for not obvious reasons. But anyway, she joins our team, so to help us fight. Jarina, let us hope you fight well, Oddwoods. Anyway, we have a fight against some Dark Orcs, 4 of them. Nothing we haven't fought before, and I already went over the stats before. Interesting thing about this game is that you would think Jarina is a physical fighter. She's not actually, weirdly enough. At least not in the way you think it is, anyway. Yeah, she only does like 1 damage, and like her kicks only do like, I'll show you. Look at that. Well, okay, that's not a good showing, but let's just say she's not a very good physical fighter, so. Yeah, she's a magic user by far, as you can see here, so let me show this off. Yeah, look at that. It does it. So yeah, she's a magic user. Like, you would think that she's a physical fighter because of the way she's designed, like a female warrior type of character. Nope. And then she uses her ranged attack is a like a war spike, but it does like 1 damage against these guys. Like, you basically, at least Windleaf has a decent damage with her ranged attacks because of her arrows, even though they cost stuff or whatever. But hers is free, and it does buffkes per damage. So she's pure magic user through and through. And if you melee with her, good luck and a lot of damage. But luckily, her Boreas spell is only 25 MP, so that's at least something. You fight well. I will know your names. I'm Stinger. My friend's name is Windleaf. You fight pretty good yourself. No, you don't. At least not from a physical standpoint, anyway. Yeah, I guess they were trying to buck the trend that the huge, giant woman is a magic user instead of a physical fighter. I have been picking those things off one by one for days. You must be exhausted. No, I am strong, but alone. Strange as you are, you can fight, use magic, you have power. I would ask for an alliance, a pact between us. That took some effort to say, didn't it? We are proud people. We do not ally with outsiders often. Which reminds me, from where in Wyldern do you hail? Are you golems sent by the Tapari to aid us? No, you see. We're, from the world, up there, above here. You are up on sea? Gesundheit. What does that mean, up on sea? Above the sky. I suppose that's right. Yes, we call it Arcos. Outworlders, like in the fairy tales. Oh, brother. Is it true that you live in houses of gold? No. It is said that your world is ruled by 4 gods of magic. I think she means the Mage Kings. Right. They aren't around anymore. The kings, they died. Your gods have died? Well, they weren't really gods. Not in the classical sense, anyway. They were just very powerful men, strong with magic. Yeah, you're trying to throw all this on this poor woman all of a sudden. Maybe this isn't the best place to describe all this stuff for. Ah, men gods like Hokum. Hokum. What do you know about him? I know enough. His name is spoken with fear and hatred. He is the mortal enemy of all who would be free. That about sums it up, yeah. Hokum is your enemy? Sure is. That's one of the reasons we're here, to see what he's done, gauge his strength. Then you're scouts, the vanguard of an outworlder army. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. You would see our plight? You would know the work of Hokum? Join me and I will show you. You will learn all you need to know. It's a deal. We need all the help we can get and do so you from the sound of it. Excellent. Welcome. You are now Orda. What is that exactly? The Orda are warriors, protectors of the land. We are now siblings in war. The war against Hokum. Sounds pretty cool to me. I just hope we're not getting in over our heads. Let us go to Payton, my village. Our education in ways of Hokum will begin there. Let's do it. Alright, Jarina joined the party, now gets some new spells. Mist Heal, Venom Rain, and War Skill. Let's take a look at Jarina there. Yeah, Mist Heal heals a medium number of targets. Venom Rain, Dark Cloud rains toxic shower on enemies. War Skill raises target's prowess. Borealis, Cosmic waves of energy and light are called upon. Hurts all enemies present. Weakling reduces target's attack power. Earth Strike, a massive shockwave slams into the target. Light Heal All restores low numbers of HP to heroes. Bolt Stun, a stout shock is delivered to a single enemy and slows them for a while. Tidal Strike, a large wave crashes in the target with great speed and force. Earth Bless, she kind of is more like seems like a druid almost. Target receives a temporary Earth Claw enchantment. Light Heal, so yeah, now we start getting enchantments for people if you really want to deal with the enchantments. Light Heal, he restores a low number of HP to target. Nimble raises target's agility. Power raises strength. A Slow Mist, target's rate of attack is significantly decreased. Stone Ball, a large stone projectile summoned and hurled at a single enemy. So at least a good deal of her spells are, well, at least cheap and effective enough. So, alright, and then she is a Liberator at level 1. I give her whatever. Actually, I might just give her, even because she can technically still fight, so I could probably. Let me give her some of the more defensive stuff. Now we'll leave the helmet on. Windleaf. Give the rest of the stuff to her though. Yeah, there's her War Spike. 35 projectile, so it's her own ranged attack, but it's. Like I said, you saw that did like 1 damage. So, yay. And we get more War Spikes for her. So. Alright, let's head back into. Now, you could leave and head back out to save if we want to, but. Actually, hold on. Let me show off some dialogue if I can. Let me leave really quick. Like, let's just ignore Paysom and go north. Nah. We'll just run for now. Oh yeah, and Jarina's unique spell, because every character has like a unique thing to them. Hers is spell casting, just like Windleaf. That's her class skill. I feel that there's a great evil within Paysums. We can't leave it in this state. Yeah, it's like Singers wants to get on and not deal with this crap. So, all right. Anyway, well, now we can go into Paysum. Let's see how this town fares. It's all dark and gloomy, just like every other place down here. You gotta throw mushrooms here. It kind of reminds me of Menzo Baranzan from D&D lore, specifically Forgotten Realms. Now most people these days know about Forgotten Realms because of Baldur's Gate 3. I knew it with Baldur's Gate 1, 2, and the books from D&D way back in the day. Maybe I'll ever talk about that if I ever do a Baldur's Gate game at some point. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, we'll go. You know, I was thinking which way to go. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but we'll go with plot stuff, and then we'll go with other exploration stuff first. So. I always like the mushroom aesthetics for places. Ah, kill, kill, kill! Yeah, we got some dark here. Yeah, we'll have to fight them regularly, so. Yeah, we'll just do melee them because it's only one guy. There we go, did a little bit more damage this time. Yeah, she sets her, I mean, she eventually, if we give her better equipment, she'll be better, but during the fight, she's kind of pathetic, so. Paysom proudest, TM. Dried Khmer tubers, enjoy with meals or alone or snacks. Battle rations will keep indefinitely without refrigeration. Open only in well-ventilated areas. Probably uses vinegar or something like that. Premium and Pala grade hand-forged Jimbo spears. And here we get some Hexite and a war drink. Let's see, show off the wind drink here. War drink heals 100 HP. Bamf pill. Let's see, I thought I got something else. Wild roots, which we got, heals 50 MP, stuff like that. Or HP, I mean, sorry. And more Dark Orcs. And once again, we'll just fight them. Actually, maybe I'll just have her evade enemies so I'm not wasting arrows. There you go. Yeah, she almost, her design is almost like either a druid or like a monk or something like that. But it never really, yeah, I don't know. It's like not really, that was weird. Yeah, the game sometimes doesn't transition properly the way it's supposed to, so. Weird. Ah, this is only a fun house area a child could love. Doom Rider R, spring suspension riding toy. Caution, use sensibly under adult supervision. Yeah, this is like a park of some sort. For orgs or whatever. Moonslide R, available exclusively via Paysom distribution. Contact in Moss. Just seeing if there's anything else to interact with. The bee-right bug, famous in Wyldern folk imagination, as it leads children away from the danger using its raspy-sounding horn. Outhouse, hollowed out of a giant guffaw mushroom. I assume Zarina is telling us this, so. If you're here to help, you're too late. They took them all away. The children, all of them? Yup. What do? The mines, Holcomb put them to work digging for us filthy ore. They'll all die, of course. The dark orcs would just as soon as eat them as put them to work. What kind of lowlife stooped to stealing children? The Holcomb kind. His orcs were pretty rough too. They've never seen so many bloody kids in one place. Tried to help, but I just got pushed into the dirt. I watched my granddaughter get stuffed into a sack. My spirit was stolen along with her. I'm sorry, old man. I don't know if we can find her, but we're sure going to look. She's called Theosu. If you find her, tell her. I'll be waiting here for her. Forever, if necessary. Can't get it out of my head. The sight of my granddaughter being kidnapped. Yeah, that would mess me up. That's for sure if it was a family member. You know, just what horrible things could happen. Yeah, let's keep exploring. Well, we know Holcomb and his minions are bad, but this is beyond low. It's getting stuck on things. More Dargos. I don't believe this. Believe what? That there's goons in here? This is the shrine of Orgron. It's its holy place. It has been defiled. It's our place now, woman, and a tribute to our god, Almighty Holcomb. Hail the Dark One, long shall he reign. Your vile lies, and now let your death bring an end into this blasphemy. Wish you'd stayed in bed today, Windleaf. With each passing second. Stain this place with their blood. Let it be a blessing in our Dark Lord's name. Never. Here we go again. The way that almost works, it almost like it feels like we should have just beaten them automatically, you know? The way it cuts out like that. I don't know. It just seems like it, so. Yeah, I said these guys aren't that hard. I won't waste my magic on them, so. And the arrows are so. I've got plenty of arrows, so. And once again, easy. Lemon squeezy. And they're dead. Yep. Bunks outfitted with military issue sleep sacks. Here we get some war arrows. Am I out of room? Huh, I guess I am. I'll just use a... Trying to see if I had any, where's my... I'll use those wild roots, I guess. Yeah, we get some wild arrows there. War arrows, sorry. Maybe I should start saying weaker arrows or something. Guess this really isn't time to stop and dine. Too bad. There we go. This place, yeah, places are pretty high. Don't tell me you'll be wanting armor. I've had enough of making things to fit strange bodies. In fact, I'd like you to leave. I don't need your money. I don't want you here. You only just cause more suffering. Enough is enough. Go. Okay, so this is another case where point men, what part to get lost don't you understand, is another place where point men actually matters in this place. So, let's switch to Zarina there. What? Oh, I could swear that. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of another spot. Hold on. Yeah, never mind. I was thinking of another character. There is a point man situation though going on here, just not in this case specifically. Sorry, I got my notes mixed up there. So, yeah, he won't deal with this for now. So. At least we don't have to deal with random encounters while we're here, so. Otherwise, that'd be kind of annoying because this place is a decent size area. If you've come to kill me, then be quick about it.
Perk up, Elder. It is I, Jarina. I brought reinforcements.
Jarina? Jarina Maj's girl?
Yes, Elder.
What can you do in the face of this beast, Hokum? He has stolen our children, enslaved our men and women. Jarina, what is it you would do? And what are these strangers? Overworlders, by the look of them. Why would you bring them here?
Sir, if I may, we are fighting the same enemy. Hokum has savaged the overworld. Hell, he killed my family and almost everyone in my village.
My entire family as well.
Then I repeat, what is it you expect to do? We are defenseless, enslaved, a race of captives. They will not kill me because those of them in the mind would revolt. Worse yet, he let me rot here as a spirit away from my people.
You are wrong, Trotmal. These are overworlders. They are different. They can make a difference. I know not why.
You will do as you see fit, as you always have, and I will support you. But work quickly. Time itself is dying, and Hokum is getting stronger by the day.
We will, Elder. Stay well. You will know when we have been successful.
So long. Good luck, Overworlders. May you avenge your dead. My thoughts are with you. Travel safe.
And we got some... I need to make more room. I need to sell some stuff, but... Anyway, we got 900 hexite there. Might just drop the... And there's a helmet here too, but... I might just drop some of my... some of the items, maybe. I don't need the Banff pill, so... Might just use up the war drink too. Yeah, I'll just do that. Yeah, I'll just drop the Banff pill, whatever. Alright, Spellbind Helm. And Assassin's Armor here, so... Alright, we're good on the armor part. Let's see, on the, I think on the armor I gave her the best armor, so yeah, okay. We'll give that person armor to, or maybe give her the Assassin's Armor. We want to give her basically the best. We want to give Dorina the next best stuff just because she's going to be in combat, so. Okay. We're good on the Assassin Armor. We can sell that, so. It's 276. 281. So we give that to her. Okay. Just need a spot to sell armor and stuff like that, though, so. Actually, you know what? Let me, I know I'm dragging things out a little bit, but let me go. I should have gone to the South Path first because I forgot that there's only like a handful of people to talk down there, so we can get some basic information. Oh well, it doesn't take that long. We don't have random encounters, so I don't have to worry about that. So I hate when I run out of room and memory or items and slots and stuff like that. Why does this game have to have frickin' item like restrictions like that? I know old RPGs did, but you didn't really get a lot of useless items on the way there. There was a point to all of it, you know. Like you didn't get like junk items, you know, stuff like that. The idea of the junk item is an interesting concept, but that's more for like an MMORPG to waste your time and make you pay for item slot increases. It used to be we gathered here every night and sang the oral histories of our people. Now we ponder our demise. Now, only thing we can do is to wait around for someone to help us old-timers. Hokum came and said he was our savior. Instead, he turned out to be a fiend. He burned a dozen young people at night right here in this pit until we finally gave in to his demands. He harvested organs and stole skin and bones from the dying right in front of our eyes. Said he had a better use for them than their former owners. Oh, I miss the old days, the young ones, so vital, so full of joy. Yes, the whole area is filled with just old people. They say that only person Hokum is afraid of is some overworlder who wandered down here years ago. Now, what could an overworld do that we can't do? And where the heck is he at all this time?
I don't know. If only I were young again, I'd stick it out. I'm good. With a spear or something like that? Or something else? Don't answer that, viewers. Sorry. Shouldn't even brought that up. Okay, I guess there's nothing to really examine here, so, okay. Yeah, I forgot there was only a couple people down here, so, for dialogue. Not necessary to talk to, mind you, just... As far as I'm aware, these people don't have any different dialogue if you have Jarena in there, so... Yeah, so we find ourselves going back up again, so... Yeah, sorry about that. Oh well. I mean, usually I have a good idea of what I'm doing in these episodes, but every once in a while I'll either miss my notes or I'll make a teensy little mistake. But I'll leave it in just because it makes it a little bit more real, because I'm not... I mean, yeah, I'm kind of doing walkthroughs, but not really at the same time. So I try to keep it a little bit more informal at moments, you know, just for funsies. Let's see. Okay, let's go to the eastern path this time. And it doesn't really matter. We're going to explore everything anyway, so. Alright, let's go into the temple. Silent as a tomb in here. You can almost hear their gods weeping. And once again, another item. And we don't even have any junk items in our inventory. And here we get some hexite, and we don't have room for the tier on SAR item. Just trying to think what I want to drop. Could drop Fear and Salves. Let me look at my armor. I mean, I could always just drop the field arrows, but the thing is, they still do decent damage after all this time. Yeah, I'd rather drop items than anything else, so. I could drop the skeleton key, because those aren't actually that. Well, but they sell for an okay amount. Yeah, we'll drop the Fear and Salves. Alright, let's take a look at this thing. Oh wait, no, it's a... there it is. Restores 250 HP. Sorry, I was thinking of something else. Yeah, it's a healing item. Welcome, visitors. You have come a very long way from a world apart. The gods and goddesses of the soil and rock have sung your praises. I know it's a priestess, but still. Bask in the emanations of the elements. Yeah, she's so cronish that her voice has just turned darkish. I don't know. Yeah, let's go up now. See what awaits us there. Yeah, I'll go up either way, it doesn't matter. They all lead to the same place. Yeah, see? The pacifist home, huh?
Oh, Jarena, they are talking about you. You have changed. So violent, so angry. What happened to the sweet girl we used to know?
She's gone, Yamar. Holcomb killed her. This Jarena wants to live.
As do we all, but do we have to go crazy? The citizens are taking up arms. They're milling about, shouting. Groups of kids head off into Wyldern on some grisly, horrible hunt. This is not good. It is not befitting the townspeople pays home.
Times have changed. Look around you.
And these overworlders, they look like Holcomb's thugs. Must we suffer their presence as well?
It is their presence that is peaceful. It is time we all took up the fight. Evil walks among us now. You cannot sit this one out. It is time you helped.
Never. I'll never fight violence with violence.
It isn't just violence. It's concentrated evil, and it wants you dead. Yeah, I don't think pacifism works on pure evil.
Well, I don't think so. Everything can be discussed.
We've tried. Whatever is out there isn't listening or isn't interested in any of us.
You go on your own way now and leave us in peace. We'll weather the storm as we see fit.
Man, what a moron.
Leave us in peace.
Shelf contains over 11 secret herbs and spices. Simmering pot of moss stew with assorted fungi. There you go.
Ah, leave before something awful happens. You're just encouraging the others to violence. It's disgraceful. Stop hounding me. Didn't you hear my husband?
Birds of a feather, I guess.
Please leave my family alone.
No.
My daddy said not to talk to you. Go away. Please leave me alone.
Okay. You people suck. Alright, anyway. I think there's a time and a place for pacifism, but it really needs to be. This was my home. We could rest here. I don't want to think about what my family might be. Yeah, I'm sorry, Dorina. And there's an item back there. And we can rest. But the only problem is I'm out of inventory. Maybe I should just drop some of the items. I'm not. Let me look at my item stuff again. Maybe I will sell it. I dropped the item. No, I want to keep. Let's see. Yeah, all that. Well, the armor trap is only one of a bunch of them, so I can sell that one. Maybe here we get the Scion earring. This thing is gives you 25 to prowess and plus 30 to speed, but no one in our party can equip it. At least in our active party, anyway. So, okay. Oh wait, no, there's more. Sorry, there's more buildings down here. I almost forgot. So, I'm gonna go down this way. Yeah, it seems in this building over here. The stonecutter. Ah, Jorina, you've come to visit the old stonecutter, eh?
Gantor, I see they let you alone.
Look at me. What could I be in the mines? And if they killed me, they'd simply anger the new slaves. So here I sit, staring at a couple of overworlders. Amazing. I've seen a lot of folks in my life. Blue Orgs, Benoi, Topari, but I've never seen one of these before. I'll take that as a compliment. Indeed you should, Overworlder, and I get the feeling you'll be seeing a lot of my world.
We need some guidance, old man. Though Wyldern is the great river, and beyond it, if you can help us.
Tell you what, you help out in the mines, and I'll get you where you want to go. Too many people suffering around here for me to think of anything else. Deal?
We'll be glad to see you again. Some things, people, should never change.
Come see me later. You know I'm never short of stories. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
So we have to at least go to Dorina's house and talk to this guy to get the next section started. Sculpture of Ganok, the first war child, paved the way for the path of war and all its devotees. Stone bed, fashioned by the cutter himself. Well, apparently he's also a painter, because there's an easel there. Get our people out to the mines, and I'll answer all your questions about Wyldern. Alright. And let's go in here. The Militant's house.
This was my mentor's house. Some thought he had a bad attitude, but he taught me to fight for everything. Was he a teacher? No, a militant. He was not polite.
So you share a few common traits?
Stinger! No, Windley, he is not far off the mark. He taught me to react to injustice. He lived the old ways, the ways of earth and stone. The gods and goddesses of Wyldern whispered to him. He was one of the last of his kind. He gave me hope. I will continue his teachings. The old ways will not die. I will not be a humble rocksmith. I will fight.
Jeez, sister, keep your underwear on. You're amongst friends, okay?
I feel kind of depression in this house. It feels good. I would know what happened to the old man. We'll step back another time. Come on, let's go.
Maybe you got caught. Empty ceramic vessel. It's cold to the touch. Nobody's been here in quite a while. And there's his bed or whatever done inside, so. Alright. Yeah, I think that's. Well, let's see. There should be a couple of more buildings, and then we'll call it an episode. Basically, explore all the houses. So, Tour Took's Novelties. Dang it! No one's inside. We can't sell anything. An assortment of antique poison lane razor-tipped weapons. Shelves chock full of canned moss greens and mineral oil marinade. Ugh. An angry family. But there's no one in here. They're not so angry now, are they? Well, looks like this place is not paying homage to anyone in particular except for Hokum and his evil ways, and all the young people have been stuck in the mines. Will Stinger and Co. be able to go into the mines and free the children, just like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom? Hopefully our hearts won't get pulled out. But find out what happens next time in the next episode of Shadow Madness. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.